A burst of strong winds and powerful ocean conditions is currently affecting southeastern Australia. So let's get into the detail with the severe weather warning for Tuesday, the 24th of June. Now this is the synoptic map. It's very, very busy today, so you don't have to take it all in, but I wanted to point out a couple of key features which are driving this windy weather pattern, and it is two cold fronts. This is the first one, the blue line here, which races across Australia on Tuesday. That is rapidly followed up by another one, which follows almost the exact same path overnight tonight and into Wednesday morning. And it's these two weather features back to back giving us this prolonged spell of unsettled wintry weather. And for many parts of the country, it will be the wind which is the most significant weather element over the next couple of days. So we'll start with the wind warnings. First, we'll just look at the location, and then we'll come back a bit later on and look at the timing. So for South Australia, we're looking at damaging winds in parts of the Yorke Peninsula, around Adelaide, the Mount Lofty Ranges, Kangaroo Island and the southeast. For Victoria, it's almost everywhere on and south of the mountain ranges. For Tasmania, just the northeast coast as well as the islands in the Bass Strait. And for New South Wales and ACT, the warning area covers most of the mountain ranges. Through these areas, winds could gust above 90 kilometres an hour over the next couple of days. Potentially in the mountains, that could be 110 or 120 kilometres an hour. That is exceptionally strong wind, absolutely strong enough to bring down trees and branches. We could potentially be seeing scenes like this where the wind is strongest. It could make for dangerous driving conditions, especially on motorbikes and high-sided vehicles like camper vans and buses. And anytime we're talking about strong wind, we have to weigh out the possibility of power outages if there is damage to power lines. Regarding timing, the wind is going to be strongest in many areas today on Tuesday, and for all of Victoria as well as these northern parts of Tasmania, the warning is in place for Tuesday, but those winds expected to ease back either tonight or overnight into Wednesday morning. It's a bit of a different story for South Australia. They also have strong winds on Tuesday, then it eases off for a while, but there's another push of strong winds on Wednesday morning, so these warnings could be in place there until about the middle of the day tomorrow. For New South Wales, it is a slightly different story. They're the last places to get the wind and the last place to lose the wind. So through here, the wind is still picking up at the moment, likely to peak overnight tonight into Wednesday morning, and we anticipate damaging winds through much of the day on Wednesday, but it will be easing back through the afternoon or evening. All right, I've gone back to the synoptic map, and again, very busy. I just wanted to highlight these strong winds are also out over the ocean, because that's what I want to talk about next, the powerful ocean conditions across some parts of the coastline. We're looking here at coastal hazard warnings. These are for abnormally high tides, including the bays of South Australia, also around Adelaide, almost the entire Victorian coastline, including Port Phillip Bay, as well as parts of western and southeastern Tasmania, where these tides could be as much as half a metre to a metre above the normal high tide mark during the next couple of high tide cycles. Alongside these abnormally high tides, we've got some very, very large waves just pounding the coastline of South Australia, western coastline of Victoria, parts of Tasmania as well. And it's really the combination of the very high tidal levels mixed in with these very large waves which are bringing us these coastal impacts, including hazardous conditions on the water for things like swimming, surfing, fishing or anything like that. The potential is also there for some coastal inundation where seawater can come up and over low-lying roads, property and car parks, and we may even see a bit of coastal erosion given the power and the size of the upcoming high tides. All right, just to wrap things up, we're going to talk about what happens after that. We're now looking at Thursday. So the worst of the weather is done. It's moved out to the east of the country. We get high pressure moving in and things rapidly settle down on Thursday. So it is a 2-day severe weather event from now. Between now and Thursday, this is how much rain we could see across southeastern parts of the country. The totals aren't huge. The largest falls will be across northeastern Vic and southern parts of New South Wales. We have already seen upwards of 90 millimetres in a few of these areas, so they could get a bit more. There will also be some snow up in the mountains and some hail down at low-lying areas. So quite a lot happening across that southern portion of the country. Do stay up to date through the next few days with warnings and forecasts on the Bureau's website and app. Thanks for watching. Have a good afternoon.